Hi guys, welcome to my Game Week 14 preview. Quickly on Game Week 13, a lot of FPL managers were hit with a bomber when Haaland blanked and a lot of triple cappers ruled his blank. But free hitters were a bit more lucky as some of them were able to get in Foden, some going Dango, and they were able to get good points. This is going to be a very short preview. Don't forget that Game Week 14 is actually in a few hours' time. Yes, it starts today. It's December and the games will come in thick and fast. So, just going to address some very key questions like what to do with Senesi, with Sar now that is injured, and what to note about players that are rotation prone or are probably have more minutes risk than normal. I'm just going to say this to everyone: when you buy any assets, make sure that you really are buying assets that are, let me say, 70 to 80% nailed on. Once in a while you can get differentials, but always make sure that you're buying assets that you can bank on. Don't go and buy an asset like Zexi or Matheus Cunha because you don't know what will happen, or even Mason Mount. Don't go chase points chasing. It may not work out for you because games are coming in thick and fast. So stay with reliable picks like Bruno Fernandes, Enzo. To a degree, someone like Declan Rice is also very nailed on. Saka might be nailed on for now, but we don't know. And yes, Gyökeres is back, so that makes FPL more interesting. So quickly going through Game Week 14, Bournemouth will be missing Senesi. They've even been considering goals on goals, even with him in the team. Now that he's missing, Everton assets like Ndiaye are worth keeping. Semenyo has been disappointing. It's been probably unfortunate not to probably get returns, but I would say keep Semenyo. Everton are not really rock solid defensively. They still can be vulnerable, but can keep Ndiaye. Look at Man City assets. I would have advised against getting O'Reilly, but Nouri is going for AFCON in a few weeks, so O'Reilly should be much more nailed than we expect him to be. He would definitely get lesser minutes on, he'll probably get benched in a couple of games as well, but still, his attacking upside is very huge. He's been massive that Man City side. Obviously, it's only for you to get rid of Haaland. So it's just Haaland keeping me your team. Although I would not be so confident against, I would not be so confident capping Haaland versus Fulham. He has been blanking, and maybe there might be a window of opportunity to climb up the ranks by going with a differential captain, which I'll touch on very shortly. Um, Yes, Arsenal were tripling up on, even if Gabriel and Saliba might not be playing, but at least Timber is still worth investing in. And maybe now there should be a shift in, the assets to get from Arsenal, from defensive assets to the attacking assets, because they still have lovely set of fixtures. So yes, you can get them. Um, also, be wary of the fact that a lot of assets will be going for AFCON. Mbuemo, um, Sunderland have a lot of assets going for AFCON, Salah going for AFCON. Just bear this in mind. But luckily, we'll get 5 free transfers before or at Game Week 16. So that will help with probably if you're loaded up on like 3 or 4, um, you know, AFCON players or African players, then you can get them out of your team. But bear this in mind. Use your chips. Don't wait because very soon we'll be given a brand new set of chips. So use your chips. Use your free hits, use your triple captain, use your bench boost, depending on the kind of team you have. Like I said, this preview really won't be very deep because it's a very quick turnaround. I'm just going to advise differential captains you can get this game week include Enzo. Then Arsenal have Eze and Saka facing Brentford. Those are very nice differential captains to have or go against Haaland, whose fixture I believe is tougher. Matata has Burnley. Matata can really waste chances. He's probably the striker with the most XG, but he's still worth keeping. He's getting those chances, so I'll say you should still keep him. Then Nottingham Forest are also facing Wolves, so well, we don't really have an attacking assets to get from that team. But I believe defensively, Wolves have been very poor. when it comes to scoring goals. So maybe Forest could actually get a clean sheet. They got one versus Liverpool, so they might get one again. Liverpool assets are also very dodgy down. Salah got a surprise benching, and we don't even know who is nailed. I think the only nailed on asset, to be honest, are probably Soboslai and Gakpo for their attackers. Well, their defenders, obviously, Van Dijk will always play all the games. But Liverpool still don't convince me defensively, so I would not really honestly buy their assets in defense. I would focus on the attackers. I would advise that you do the same. Um, United are facing West Ham. Bruno is also a nice differential cap to get. So, talking about the differential captains for this week, that include Bruno Fernandes, Enzo, Eze, Saka, Gyökeres, if he starts. And yes, that will basically be it. Differentials to own this week. That's talking about low owned assets that I feel like would really do very well this game week. Include Amad Diallo for Chelsea, Garnacho, who are facing Leeds. Garnacho and an outside shot of Palmer if he starts. Yeah, he's back now and he was in the lineup versus Arsenal, but he didn't start. So Palmer could even be a nice differential captain. If you could really go out of the curve and make those moves that can propel you up the ranks before people jump on those bandwagons and everyone begins to have the same team. So I feel like this is an opportunity to be brave, but tread with caution. You can be brave, but make sensible, brave decisions. For instance, even though Palmer, like I advise, can actually be a good asset to own, but I think you should wait at least to see him start, and then you can hope on getting him on time before everyone else has him. That's my quick preview of Game Week 14. Our arrows be green. Cheers, everyone. Bye.